Okay, we're looking today at writing parallel and perpendicular lines. And so in the past, we've looked at just identifying lines that would be parallel and perpendicular to a certain line. Today, we're going to look at finding the actual equation for a line that is either parallel or perpendicular to a line and goes through a certain point. So remember that parallel lines are ones that have the same slope. So if I have a slope of 3, that means the parallel slope is also going to be 3. And then perpendicular lines, remember they're the exact opposite. So we're going to flip it and switch the sign. So that means we think of this 3 as being 3 over 1. And so I'll flip it to be 1/3. But not only that, I'm going to change the sign to be a negative. So looking at some steps for this, first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I identify the slope, and then I'll put it in the point slope formula and then change my equation around to be in that slope intercept form. So my slope here for this would be a -3. So when we're looking at parallel, that means my slope is going to remain the same, just as a -3. And we want it to pass through the point 2, -3. So as I'm putting that in, remember my y value is going to be the -3. So I do the opposite of that, which is +3. And then my x value is 2. I'll do the opposite of that, which is -2. So it says y plus 3 equals -3 times x minus 2. My two steps I'll do, I distribute out that -3, which gives me a -3x. And then -3 times -2 gives me a +6. And all that is still equal to y plus 3. Last step I'll do is subtract 3 from both sides. So that cancels out. And I get y equals -3x drops down. And then 6 minus 3 is 6, 5, 4, 3. So a +3. So this gives us the slope and the y-intercept, that full form of a line that is parallel to the -3x plus 5 and passes through the point 2, -3. Hey, let's look at one that's perpendicular. So I'm going to do the same thing. It's perpendicular. I'm finding the slope, but I need to take and flip it. Instead of 3 over 4, it's going to be 4 over 3, and change the sign. And when I do that, I get that perfect 90-degree angle to the line. Then I'll plug in all my values just the same. I've got a y value of +7, so it becomes -7. My slope is now -4 over 3, and my x value is -9, so it becomes +9 or +9. So I work that out. Again, if you need to put it in the calculator, you can absolutely do that. I distribute the -4 over 3 to give me -4/3 x. And I do -4 times 9. So -4 times 9 gives me 36. -36 divided by 3, which would give me a -12. So -4/3 x minus 12. And we haven't done anything over the right side. So we still have, or the left side, sorry. So we still have y minus 7. Need to add 7 to cancel those out. So if I do -12 plus 7, it's like I get a -5. And again, that slope and x value, or the x term, drop down, and I end up with y equals negative 4 over 3x minus 5. So again, you've got the same two steps. The only thing that we're adding is making sure to change that slope.